Chosen one. You didn't click this by accident. Something in you felt it. A pressure. A pull. A stirring that hasn't let you rest. You've been sensing it, haven't you? A heat inside your chest. A restlessness in your spirit. A quiet urgency that says, I can't keep living the same way anymore. This message is for you because God's green flame has awakened in you. And heaven is saying, it's time to stop containing it. Not later. Not when you feel ready. Not when everything makes sense. Now. Take a breath. Slow down. Because what you're about to hear isn't motivational. It's activation. The green flame is not emotion. It is not imagination. And it is not symbolic in the way religion has taught you. The green flame is God's frequency of restoration, truth, and divine authority. Green is the color of life returning, systems regenerating, souls awakening, authority stabilizing, chaos being neutralized. This is why where you go, things don't stay broken for long. You don't even try to fix people. Yet conversations with you change them. You don't force wisdom. Yet truth comes out of your mouth effortlessly. You don't seek power. Yet environments shift when you enter. That's the green flame. And God placed it in you because you were designed to restore what others abandoned. Let's talk about the weight. You've carried a pressure others couldn't see. You felt responsible for things you didn't cause. You sensed pain in rooms before anyone spoke. That wasn't weakness. That was containment. God didn't allow your flame to activate early because you would have burned yourself out. You would have saved people who weren't ready. You would have tried to heal environments that were meant to collapse. So God trained you in silence. He trained you in patience. He trained you in discernment. The loneliness wasn't punishment. It was fireproofing. Chosen one. There is a difference between carrying the green flame and feeling it activate. For a long time, the flame rested dormant, contained, protected, hidden beneath layers of patience and preparation. But now, you can't ignore it anymore. This chapter isn't meant to convince you. It's meant to confirm what your spirit already knows. If these signs are present in your life, the green flame is no longer sleeping. It is awake. This is important. What you're feeling is not anxiety. It's not fear. It's not pressure from the world. It's divine timing activating inside your nervous system. You feel a quiet push that says, if I don't move soon, I'll feel stuck. But notice this. You're not frantic. You're not desperate. You're clear. The green flame doesn't rush you, it aligns you. You're becoming aware that delay now feels heavier than action. That's activation. Things you once tolerated now feel unbearable. Small talk drains you. Performative spirituality irritates you. Fake humility feels loud. You're not becoming arrogant. You're becoming precise. The green flame sharpens discernment. You can sense when someone is speaking but not meaning it. A room feels off before anything happens. A path looks good but isn't right. You don't argue anymore. You simply withdraw. That's not avoidance. That's wisdom activating. This one confuses many chosen ones. You're not louder. You're not aggressive. You're not trying to stand out. Yet, some people feel deeply calm around you. Others feel uncomfortable for no clear reason. Some suddenly disappear. That's the green flame revealing truth without confrontation. Your presence exposes alignment, or the lack of it. People aren't reacting to you. They're reacting to what activates inside them when they're near you. There was a time when you over-explained. You wanted to be understood. You wanted peace. You wanted clarity with everyone. Now, you choose silence more often. Not because you're cold, but because you're centered. The green flame teaches. Not everything needs a response. Not everyone deserves access. You no longer feel guilty for protecting your energy. That's maturity. That's authority settling in. Advice doesn't confuse you anymore. Opinions don't sway you like before. Trends don't move you. Fear-based messaging doesn't stick. You still listen, but you filter. The green flame strengthens internal alignment. You trust your knowing now. Even when logic can't explain it. Even when others don't see it yet. That's not rebellion. That's divine calibration. Things may be shifting quickly. Relationships. Identity. Direction. Purpose. Yet underneath it all, you feel grounded. The green flame doesn't remove chaos. It stabilizes you within it. You know something is unfolding. You don't need to control it. You don't need to rush it. You just need to stay aligned. This is the clearest sign. You feel pulled toward creating something meaningful, speaking truth more openly, stepping into visibility or leadership, leaving what no longer fits. And you're not waiting for permission anymore. You're waiting for confirmation inside, and it's already there. The green flame activates obedience over approval. You don't force endings. They simply become obvious. Conversations feel complete. Connections feel expired. Environments feel heavy. You release without bitterness, without revenge, without needing closure. That's not detachment. That's completion energy. This is subtle but powerful. You feel present, aware, awake. You're no longer surviving. You're participating. Life doesn't feel dull, it feels intentional again. The green flame reconnects you to purpose frequency. Deep down you know, this isn't the peak. This isn't the reward. This isn't the end. This is the activation phase. The green flame didn't rise to comfort you. It rose to move through you. Chosen one. If these signs spoke to you, it's because the flame is no longer waiting. It's ready to be used. Not in fear, not in force, but in alignment. And the next chapter will show you how. God is not activating you for personal glory. He's activating you because systems are failing. False leaders are being exposed. Old structures are collapsing. Comfort Christianity is losing power. And God needs restorers, not performers. The green flame doesn't destroy. It corrects. It doesn't dominate. It stabilizes. It doesn't scream. It clarifies. You're being called to speak truth without fear. Walk away without guilt. Build without applause. Heal without attachment. This is why delay feels painful now. Your spirit is saying, if I don't move, I'll suffocate. This part hurts, but it's holy. Not everyone can walk near the green flame, because it reveals hidden motives, unhealed wounds, false identities. Some people didn't leave because you changed. They left because they could no longer hide. Let them go. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. God never isolates without intention. Chosen one. The green flame was never given to impress anyone. It was given to restore, clarify, and realign. Many chosen ones hesitate here, not because they lack power, but because they fear misusing it. So hear this clearly. God is not asking you to become louder. He's asking you to become truer. This chapter will show you how. The green flame does not respond to stress. It responds to alignment. You'll notice something. When a decision is right, your body relaxes, even if the path looks difficult. When a decision is wrong, your body tightens, even if it looks safe. This is how you use the flame. Pause. Breathe. Listen inward. If the answer brings calm clarity, move. If it brings confusion or contraction, wait. This is not hesitation. This is precision. You are not here to argue truth into people. The green flame works best when your words are few. Your tone is calm. Your intent is clean. Before you speak, ask yourself, will this clarify, or will it feed ego? If it clarifies, speak. If it escalates, stay silent. Silence used wisely is still action. The green flame dims in spaces that require you to shrink. You don't need to announce exits. You don't need to explain your absence. You don't need permission. When a space drains you consistently, leave it cleanly. Staying out of guilt delays activation. Leaving with peace preserves power. That idea that won't leave. That message you keep hearing. That project that feels bigger than comfort. That's not distraction. That's assignment. Using the green flame means building quietly but consistently. Not for validation. Not for applause. But because obedience feels lighter than resistance now. This one matters. You are not responsible for other people's discomfort with truth. The green flame stabilizes rooms by being authentic, not agreeable. If your presence reveals insecurity in others, that's not aggression. That's contrast. You are allowed to take up space without explanation. Many chosen ones burn out because they confuse discipline with exhaustion. The green flame flows best through a rested nervous system. Rest is not laziness. Rest is maintenance. Schedule silence. Protect sleep. Limit unnecessary stimulation. Your clarity depends on it. You will not receive the full blueprint. The green flame activates through obedience in steps, not certainty. Move with what you know now. The next instruction will arrive once you're in motion. Faith is not blindness. It's progress without overthinking. True use of the green flame often looks invisible. No applause. No recognition. No immediate results. But alignment creates long-term impact. You're building something deeper than attention. You're building stability. Some relationships will fade. Some roles will close. Some identities will dissolve. Don't cling. The green flame doesn't destroy, it completes. Completion is holy. You don't always need to do something. Sometimes your grounded presence is the assignment. You calm rooms. You regulate chaos. You shift outcomes silently. That's use. That's power. That's authority. Chosen one. The green flame stays active when you choose alignment over approval, truth over comfort, obedience over explanation. You don't need to master this. You need to practice it. And every time you do, the flame grows steadier. Let me tell you something clearly. Darkness is not afraid of noise. It is afraid of clarity. The green flame exposes lies without shouting. That's why resistance has increased. You may have noticed sudden fatigue before progress, distractions when you're about to move, old fears resurfacing. That's not failure. That's confirmation. Chosen one. Before you speak these words, pause. Place your hand on your chest if you can. Take a slow breath in through your nose and release it through your mouth. Do not rush this. This is not repetition. This is alignment. When you speak truth out loud, your spirit hears it, your body receives it, and heaven responds. Now, read this slowly. Let each sentence land. God, I acknowledge the flame you placed within me, not by accident, not for display, but for purpose. Pause. I recognize the green flame awakening in my spirit. I accept that this power is real, and that it was entrusted to me intentionally. Pause. I release fear that kept me silent. I release delay that kept me waiting. I release guilt that made me shrink. Breathe. I no longer confuse humility with hiding. I no longer confuse patience with disobedience. I no longer confuse peace with silence. Pause. I choose alignment over approval, truth over comfort, obedience over explanation. Let that settle. I allow my presence to restore, my voice to clarify, my obedience to activate what you have placed in my hands. Pause. I accept that not everyone will understand me, and I release the need to be understood. Breathe. I give you permission to remove what no longer aligns, to close doors without apology, to reposition me without fear. Pause. I will not chase validation. I will not shrink to stay connected. I will not abandon myself again. Let your shoulders relax. I step forward now, not with arrogance, not with force, but with grounded authority. Pause. I trust that what I carry will make room for me. I trust that clarity will follow obedience. I trust that you will meet me in motion. Breathe. Today, I activate the green flame within me. I choose to use it with wisdom, with courage, and with restraint. Pause. I am ready to move when you say move, to speak when you say speak, to rest when you say rest. Let the stillness speak. I accept my role as a restorer, as a stabilizer, as a carrier of truth. Pause. I will not delay what heaven has already approved. Deep breath. I am ready. I am aligned. I will use what you ignited. Amen. Chosen one. Sit in silence for 10 seconds. Do not scroll. Do not speak. Do not analyze. Just feel. That calm? That clarity? That subtle strength? That is the flame settling. This activation is not emotional hype. It is a contract of obedience. From this moment forward, pay attention to inner prompts. Move when peace confirms. Release what drains you. Build what calls you. The green flame will grow as you practice alignment. You were not awakened to watch. You were awakened to move. Chosen one. This was not information. This was permission. You don't need validation. You don't need agreement. You don't need applause. You need movement. If this message spoke to you, don't ignore it. Stay consistent. Stay aligned. Stay brave. The green flame isn't rising around you. It's rising through you. And now, it's time to use it. Chosen one, before you go, I want to speak to the givers, the ones whose hearts feel called to pour back into the vessel that pours into them. If this message awakened you, if it strengthened you, if it spoke to your spirit in a way only heaven could orchestrate, then I invite you, only if your heart feels led, to sow a $1 seed into this channel. Not because God needs it, but because giving is a spiritual law. A small seed carries big obedience. And God multiplies what is given with pure intention. Your $1 keeps this ministry alive, keeps the messages flowing, and helps this word reach the next chosen one who needs it. If you feel that nudge in your spirit, if you feel that gentle pull, you can plant your $1 seed using the link in the description. And if you can't or don't feel led, you are still loved, still seen, and still covered. Blessings to every giver, and blessings to every listener. Your seed moves heaven in ways you may never see. But God sees it all.